And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. We're live here today. We're going to see how Europe is like taking off. Okay. We're going to talk about a couple other related things about China and some stuff like that. Um, I don't know what's happened over the past few days, but things are just all of a sudden changing. Like 3 days ago, I was like, what year, what decade is this going to take off? And then here we are today. 3 days later, I'm just shocked over the past 3 days, the stuff that I've been finding. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor, none of that stuff. I don't know anything about what I'm talking about. Everything's made up, photoshopped, and all that stuff. If I tell you to invest in something, don't do it. Okay? There we go. There we go. Let's start off. I was looking through the chat earlier. It looks like Crypto Lad Lothius gave one person a membership. And it's Dalton. Dalton Miller got a membership. So there you go. I might do phone lines later. I might. I gotta get through a story, a news article or two at least. Let's go with this one. This is the main one. Give me a second here. I'm gonna do a copy paste. All right, this is pretty incredible. The EU, the European Union regulators of the ESMA, the European Securities, like the SEC, this is their version of it in the EU, okay, and the markets. They make MiCA proposals, crypto stable coins. This is what we're talking about. Today, the European Union regulators responsible for implementing the market in crypto assets, otherwise known as MiCA, M-I-C-A, regulations, they publish documents. So here we're all seeing now regulations rolling out. Okay. One by one, or in groups of 3 or 4, however it seems like these regulations are now starting to bubble up. This is a very good sign. There's 2 things we need to be rich: global crypto regulations. That's number 1, the first thing we got to have. Now, I'm not going to say they're in this order, but that we have to have both of these 2. But this is the most important one. Then we have to have global crypto tokenization, where you tokenize real world assets, bank accounts, whatever it is. You tokenize whatever and put it on a blockchain. That will increase the value of that blockchain dramatically. This world has $5 quadrillion worth of property, houses, whatever, land. If you tokenize all that, cruise ships and everything, you come out with 5 quadrillion. That gives you, now, once all that's done on the XRP ledger, I don't know how many years that would take, but probably 5 to 10 right now at the most. You're going to have like a $30,000 to $50,000 XRP. But let's read right here, because this is very, very important to understand. We've got to look at this as a global movement, okay? The European Securities Markets Authority released a consultation document relating to what? Crypto markets. Oh my God. See, this is what, now we're hearing the word crypto, okay? And the European Banking Authority. So let's look at this. You've got the head of Europeans, like Securities and Exchange Commission, getting ready for crypto. They're tokenizing things. Here's what the European Banking Authority, you got to hear what they say. They encouraged institutions to get ready for stablecoin activities now. Let me repeat the word now. And I'll repeat it a 3rd time. Get ready now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is starting to look pretty good. I don't know what the hell happened over the past 3 days, but things are suddenly picking up very fast. Says the key benefits of MiCA, which is market and crypto assets, for crypto asset service providers is they can register in one jurisdiction in Europe, and it gives them the right to perform services throughout the European Union. ESMA's Crypto Consultation. ESMA is seeking comments on its crypto proposals by September 20th. So about 2 months. This is the first of 3 consultations. There's another one in October. Despite the paper reaching 158 pages, it only covers a subset of the MiCA topics. Existing regulated entities don't require any authorization to perform crypto asset services. However, they must notify their local regulator. So the paper outlines what's expected. Let me skim this article. While some of the events exposed by the crypto crash were more like fraud, FTX, and others, the examples given by ESMA are extremely common in the crypto world. For example, executing orders like at a brokerage and also operating a trading platform or providing a token placing service where the placement is with its own clients. Meanwhile, the EBA issued a statement on asset reference and e-money tokens, electronic money tokens. Now, if you remember, in 2015, Ripple settlement agreement with like the whole government, Ripple was found to be a money service business, and the XRP was an electronic money. Electronic money. Now, according to this, here we go. Let me repeat it again now. Meanwhile, the EBA issued a statement on asset referenced and e-money tokens, which are commonly referred to as stable coins. Wow. Now I'm starting to think that XRP might have to be a stable coin because it was determined to be electronic money. I read you the court papers. No other channel has read you off that. Okay. I've been reading you this Ripple trial for like 2 years now on my channel. I don't know why the other channels haven't gone over the whole 2015 Ripple court document. Very interesting to me why they haven't done it. But we're seeing here Ripple's XRP was considered electronic money. And right here, they're calling electronic money tokens stable coins. I have a feeling Ripple's going to end up being like a stable coin of some sort. It encourages institutions and others involved in stablecoin activities to contact their local regulator to communicate detailed plans. It provides a template, although local regulators might require additional details. Okay, so what we got going on here are the major organizations of the world, like the FATFA, Financial Action Task Force. You got the Bank for International Settlements. You got the Basel Committee. You have the World Global Securities Exchange. I forgot the name of that acronym or whatever it is. What we got going on is those major agencies come up with the framework, and then they send it down to the countries like we're seeing right now. And then each of the countries then kind of makes it a little more special for their country. So this is remarkable because they're telling us, get ready for stable coins now. So I don't think it's going to be like 2 or 3 years anymore. Like I'm looking at 1 to 2. Something's up. And they did talk about it in another portion here. June 2024 is like when everything will be done. So maybe they're calling for action in the European Union. In the EU, they're calling, the regulators are telling everybody, the banks, everybody, get all your stuff ready because we have everything has to be done in less than a year. Now remember, they can do this in 3 months if they want. So I just thought I'd put that one out there. Before we go to our next one, let me check some comments. Property, prosperity, blockchain monkeys. Going to make Bitcoin look stupid. All right, next article. Here we go again with tokenization. Let me do a copy paste. All right, Italy. Italy's Mediobanca tokenizes mutual fund units. Are you hearing this now? 2 things we need to get rich: global crypto regulation and global tokenization. Italy's bank here is tokenizing mutual funds. That's when everything gets tokenized and put on the XRP ledger, that value goes up, just like that. Yesterday, the Mediobanca Group announced it issued tokenized investment fund units. Oh, really? Tokenized investment fund units. The issuance is operating within a Ministry for the Economy and Finance Sandbox. So now everybody, here's what's going on. They're all starting to roll out the sandboxes right now. And that's how they get it out there in the open. They start having everybody test it. All the institutions are going to test with each other. See, with all the Project Icebreaker and Project Jura and all this, Project Ubin and all that, these were the top central banks and very limited numbers of partners, okay? They wanted to make sure the stuff worked, and it did. Now what we're seeing is they're rolling out the sandboxes. And they're already now, just said, they're tokenizing funds, mutual funds, okay? They're putting it to work. Like, imagine if you have a fund where you got millions of dollars in this investment fund for a business. Rather than have that money just sitting there parked, now you can tokenize it and then lend it, borrow it, this kinds of thing, and make interest off it, right? So the same way that the banks have all this money all around the world just sitting in accounts and they can't touch it and use it, the stock market's got the same thing. So you're invested, you got your money in a fund. Now, yeah, they invest a portion or whatever. I'm not a investment professional, but what it's appearing to me is that these countries are starting to tokenize everything and all these businesses, and they're opening up a sandbox at the same time. And now B of A is testing with Bank of the West. Like, they're all doing all the stuff to see how it works in the sandbox. This is how we get the flip of the switch, all right? They're going to have a sandbox and test with as many and everybody that they can. And there's going to come a certain period of time where that green light gets turned on, and then boom, it just takes off. XRP is not going to go from $5 to 10 next week. Third week it'll be $50. Fourth week, 6. It's not doing that. It's going to go from like 50 cents to, like, I don't know, fucking $1,000 or something overnight. Like, bam, you won't be able to catch it. All right. Let's look here. I'm in the second paragraph. While transactions are logged using blockchain, the conventional transaction records are what's valid from a legal perspective. Nonetheless, these are important steps in the path to tokenization. The tokens were issued to a select group of clients in May. See what I'm saying? And earlier this month, it was extended to certain clients of Che Banca, the bank's wealth management brand. A wallet was provided to store the tokens. Security tokens are an emerging trend in the financial sector. Are you seeing this? As shown by their continuing growth at international level. Like, they're just straight up telling us right now. This article is kind of like a sleeper article. A lot of people aren't going to read it or really want to read it because it doesn't have all the fireworks and stuff going off with the big names, you know, BlackRock or something. So people don't read these articles except me. And what I'm reading here is I'm seeing tokenization by banks, having the government involved, regulations. I'm seeing a sandbox where different select few are testing it back and forth, and they're getting everything ready. And they're saying that crypto is an emerging trend and has continuing growth at an international level. Did you just hear what I said? I just laid out the path on how all this is going down right before your eyes, okay? It's going down before your eyes because you're paying attention to my show. Other people have no idea what's going on, no clue. They're getting these things going as we speak right now. This article I'm reading won't be on the news. No one wants to hear this because it's too boring for them. I could be speaking a foreign language right now. People don't want to hear this. They want to, and even the people in crypto, Hulk, when do we moon? It's all they want to know. These people are going to be so fucking destroyed, all right? Because the same people that think like this, all they care about is the price today. When is it going to hit $10, $20? These people are going to be distracted when dumb shit coin over there goes from $1 to $50. Everybody's going to jump in on that. And then maybe it goes to 100 to 200. And all of a sudden, boom, it's all done because somebody did a rug pull and it's down at 0. But then while you were looking over there, XRP over there went to 1,000. Oh shit, you just missed out on it. Maybe it goes to 5 or 10,000. I don't know. I know they're not going to let you see a stable growth pattern at a 45-degree angle, right? They ain't going to let you see that. Every week it just grows just like that. No, it's going to go from like 0 and then boom to hero. That's how the shit happens. That's why I've been sitting and waiting for 3.5 years. And I guess if I have to wait another 1 or 2 years and make it 5.5 years total, then I guess I have to fucking wait. I know the end game, I'm rich. If it's got to take me 5.5 years, fuck it. It's a great payoff where I get paid, I don't know, $50, $100 million. And I got to wait 5 years for it. I could do that. I could wait for 20 million bucks a year. Sure, why not? Now, what's interesting is we have this thing called the last paragraph down here. It's ARBDN tokenized. Aberdeen, I've kind of gone over this before. I want to show you something. So click on, what I want you to do now is click on that article, because we're talking about the Italy's Medio Banca tokenizes. Go to the bottom, go to the last paragraph and click on Aberdeen tokenized. We went over this about a month ago, and this article is dated about June 8th. So yeah, about a month ago. I remember this. You've got Archaix, ARCHAX. Now, you got Hedera Hashcraft mixed up in this too. HBAR, something you might want to buy. Oh, and look what, hold on, I think I found something. Our Cakes is involved in this. Let me back this up. I'm doing a little research while I'm on the show. Oh, hold on a minute. I might have found some. Oh, sweet. This is fucking cool. All right. I did a little mini deep dive. Now we're going to go over the Aberdeen article real quick. So, Aberdeen is a company, and guess what? They're working with Hedera Hashcraft. That's a crypto you need to get, and it's HBAR, HBAR. Now, you're going to love this one. I just found it out. I'm going to copy and paste another article. Ooh, we hit a little gold mine here. Hold on a minute. My. Arcakes selects R3's Corda. Oh, sweet. What is that? That's the crypto XDC. So here we've got Corda. Anytime you start hearing about a stock exchange, a crypto, anything to do with like an exchange, a foreign exchange, that's going to be the crypto XDC that you want to buy. Okay. XDC is a crypto that runs on a company called R3. R3 designed what they call Corda. And guess what? They were early Ripple partners. So I'm going to venture out here and say that R3 is running on XRPL. And they're taking all the stock exchange, foreign exchange, whatever kind of exchange you want, and they're operating on top of the XRP ledger. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me look through this article real quick. Oh, we got the 6 exchange. I'm not going to get into it. The 6 exchange is all about R3. The 6 exchange is a Switzerland, one of the world's biggest stock exchanges, one of the world's, is in Switzerland. It's called SIX, SIX. And guess what? They are total partners with R3. And again, R3 is the crypto XDC. That's at the bottom of this article right there. I just thought I would show you that for brand new people. I'm trying to break it down so you can see connections and stuff. Oh, wait a minute. I got a red pill. I'm getting out of the matrix right now for a minute. Leo, thank you very much. Hulk, you always bring the best in your show, brother. Not once, but twice a day. This is from all the Hulksters. God bless us all through you. Wow, that was pretty nice of you. So he gave on behalf of everybody. That's how I got these kind of people on this channel. Mark Horn is here. Marky boy. It's been hot here today, like over 90. So I've been drinking ice water like all fucking day. It's crazy. So Italy's tokenizing things. They are using deposits. They're putting them on blockchains. They're trading these things. That's where anytime you got trading going on, now you got XDC in there with the crypto, and they're using R3. All comes together, running on an XRP ledger platform. Because look, all the X's work together. I don't care whether you get XRP, XLM, or XDC, or you just want all of them or one of them. It doesn't matter. They need to. You can't have XDC and nothing else. You can't have XRP and nothing else. I mean, you can't like invent XRP and then just burn XLM and XD. You got to have all three. They work together. XDC is designed for like trading, like foreign exchange, stock exchange, shit like that. commodities, derivatives, all these things. That's what XDC is designed for. But it works together with the XLM and the XRP. So new people I'm talking to, you guys have been around forever, and you guys, some of you guys know more than me. Thanks for not showing me up. But this is a beginning crypto channel. That's all my channel is supposed to be, is designed for brand new people to help. I'm gonna try to help you understand a portion of crypto. I don't want to know all of it. Only thing I want to know is how to get disgustingly rich. That's what I care. I don't care about the tech. I don't give a fuck about the tech. What I give a fuck about is one day I'm gonna go to my phone, flip it open, click on that one, hit Ledger Live, and I want to see 1,000 times what the fuck I'm looking at right now. As far as what is my wallet worth, I want that multiplied by at least 1,000. Oh man. So until then, I'm gonna keep making videos teaching brand new people and encouraging veterans that are out there. So there's Italy tokenizing loans and stuff. You start getting all that trading stuff, and that's where the R3 XDC crypto comes in. Got it? It's all connected like that. Straps gifted. How many people? 5 people. Peter Smith got a membership. 1 AO Nolly, Trenton Thompson, Chris 14, BJ were all gifted by Straps 112. And let me read one more article, then I'll open up the phone lines. And okay, so when I open the phone lines, you don't have to have some amazing shit to tell me. You could be a brand new person, say, hey, Crypto Hulk, I don't understand this or that. Maybe I can answer your question. I don't know if I can answer every question. But what I'm hoping to do, 1970 legend, gave 5 people memberships. Here we go. Michael Goodsell, you got a free membership from 1970 legend. So when I open up the phone lines, I want new people. I mean, rather than be like, oh, I don't want to ask that because everybody's going to think I'm fucking stupid. Just ask the fucking question, okay? Then you learn so you can start moving faster with your knowledge. Get questions answered from the very beginning. That's why I have a phone line. It's fucking free. You got a free membership. I'm only going to talk to members on the show if they have a question. If you're free watching this show, I'm not having you on the phone, okay? You're more than welcome to watch the show and this and that. I have to prioritize shit. So people that actually have memberships, they can ask me questions. I don't charge them $300 for a half hour, whatever these people are out there charging. $300, $400, $500 for a half hour. No, you pay your $5, and when I have a phone line open or something, or if a bunch of people, a bunch of members say, hey, Crypto Hulk, we really need the phone line, then I'll up the fucking phone line. Okay. But that's a benefit. Because like I said, having a phone line and talking to a crypto influencer or whatever, like that's very expensive. Like, think about that, you know? And I'm just trying to do that to make sure, because we're all poor basically. All right. I'm just trying to make sure that none of my members get left behind. And again, if you're not a member and you're listening, then you can still learn. So it's like, there you go. There you have it. Digital aspect. Wait, hold on. Don Foley. Don, thank you very much for that donation. It really encourages me. Lets me know people are out there. Digital aspect gifted 5 Crypto Hulk memberships. Damn, now we got 15 brand new members. The Great Kebab. The Great Khabib. The Great Khabib. Jerlene, Raphael, Each One, Teach One, and Robert Train were each given memberships by Digital Aspect. Very cool. Let's see if I missed anybody there. No, okay. Scotty F. Thank you, Hulk. I've learned a ton being here. Scotty, my goal is to have you thoroughly educated with what I know, and that's this much of the crypto market. That's just what you need to be rich, right? I don't have to have no fucking PhD in this fucking shit, okay? It's ridiculous. It's no or never. It's now or never. Thank you for that donation to the channel. Appreciate that. Yes, 1 month. Texas Life says yes, 1 month. All right, let me focus now. So we got those tie-ins. Let me go to the next article, and then we'll do a phone line. Actually, fuck it. Let me open the phone lines, because a lot of people, you guys tend to take 20 minutes before anybody wants to call. So I'm going to open up the phone line and still keep teaching, and then if somebody calls, we'll stop and answer the call. The phone number is 916-906-3095. You have to be a member. And then what I'll do is when you call, I'll have to see you type in something so I can see that you're a member, and then you type in what I tell you, and then I know that it's an actual member. So it's 916-906-3095. And with that, let me find the next article. Oh, India. This is kind of like a little mini deep dive here. Let me do a copy. And then a paste. Okay. RCM Cap 12. Thanks for your donation. It says, another great confidence on what we hold. Thanks, Hulk. That's what I'm trying to do. See, you'll become more, brand new people will become more confident in crypto the more they learn from my channel. My channel is a learning channel. It's not a news channel. Like, I'm just not rattling off news articles every minute or every minute and a half. Oh, off to the next one. Got to keep moving. Off to the next one. No. I teach on this channel. That's what we do. We learn because I teach. It's not a news channel. It's like the learning channel. TLC, like the learning channel. That's what this is. But rather than learning about polar bears and beavers and beehives, we learn how to get fucking multi-million dollars. That's what I do. I don't want to learn about the flowers and the endangered seal pups and whatever kind of dumb shit on Learning Channel. If I'm on a Learning Channel, I need to learn how to get some fucking money, right? That's my main intention. And then I got this channel. So once I learned how to make a lot of fucking money, then I said, I'm going to help other people get rich. That'll be my mission until we moon. That'll be my mission, is to teach as many people as I can everything I know that hopefully I can help them become super rich. Wealthy Coder is like, remember, 11 months. Thank you, Hulk. All right. Okay. Armor of God is a good question. How many times has JP Morgan been fined for market manipulation? See, this whole thing's a scam. 1970 legend. Let's have a new member call in. Don't be scared. New people, I encourage you to call in. Look, if you don't understand something, it's fine. That's what, now, hopefully you don't ask me some kind of super tech question. I'll be like, but what you don't want to do is have a channel like mine where I teach, and for you to miss out on something, and then you're screwed. All right. Everybody needs to get rich off this channel. That's why I make it. We're not here to have the social club and we're going to be hanging out and kicking it and smoking blunts and drinking and all that shit. No. What this channel is, and my only intention is to make people rich. It's my only fucking job. I'm not trying to like take family pictures and shit with everybody and do all that dumb shit and all that. No, it's about money. I want to make it. You want to make it. That's what the channel's about. I got a phone line open. If there's any kind of questions for brand new people, it's not going to sound dull. Like, Crypto, I don't understand why we're not rich right now. What, you know, then when I ask the question, and I'll try to answer it in, a couple minutes. I'm not going to sit there for 15 minutes answering a question like that. But Korean barbecue meetup, not going to happen. All right. Let's go to India. India. We're going to read an article about India. I'm going to show you the article about India. Let me do a copy and a paste. India's got like 1 billion people and more. India's massive. India will be a massive user of crypto. It's like 3 times the size of the United States. Here's the article. India to link the digital rupee. Stop right there. Now let's think BRICS coalition nations. BRICS for new. I'm breaking this down for new people. BRICS, BRICS. That stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. These are 5 countries that back in the day joined up and have a little, let's say, partnership. And Russia is one of those. We just went over this morning how Russia just announced that in about August 1st, they're going to have a digital ruble. So it'll be backed by gold. That's massive. That's definitely going to mess up the United States dollar. Right now, we're reading the second BRICS coalition nation. You seeing a pattern? Oh, by the way, I think another 40 or 60 countries want to join the BRICS coalition and have their own money system. And that money system's not the United States dollar. New people, I'm just letting you know what's going on. So, my morning show, we go over Russia and how they got their digital ruble. Now, India's got a rupee, ruble and rupee, not a roofie. That's something you get in trouble with. But a digital rupee. So it's going, India is making a digital rupee to UPI payments for merchant adoption. What do we got here? The Reserve Bank of India wants to boost its daily central bank digital currency transactions using the country's existing what? Universal payment interface. Oh, really? Okay, I wonder if the UPI is built on the XRP. UPI is India's fastest payment system. Oh, really? It combined, but just by the way, after this article, I've got Ripple truth bombs to drop because India is all about Ripple, but I don't want to spoil it for the new people right now. So I want to kind of scare them and think, oh shit, India's coming out with something and it doesn't talk about XRP. Oh God, did I waste my money on X? The new people are hella funny. Hey, if you're watching this channel, I will break down. I will show you things that are not even in articles. Okay. I had this one person that left a message or something on the top chat or something. All you do is read articles. Low IQ individual. But okay, let's continue. Let's see here. India's UPI is Universal Payment Interface. Oh, kind of like a distributed ledger. The interledger protocol. I don't know. Isn't that like XRP ledger that works with everything? Maybe we'll have to find out. don't jump the gun. Hold on. Let me read the article a little bit first before I show you how this is all Ripple and XLM. They're talking about instant payments with retail. Oh, right there. That's XLM. When you see cryptocurrency, and we're talking about wholesale, then we're talking about XRP. If we're talking about crypto and you see even the slightest of a small to mid-sized enterprise business, or if you see something like retail, the word retail, right there, that's stellar, that's XLM, okay? Let's move on. It says CBDC hyphen UPI link. Let me look through this and scan it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Oh, damn, here we go. Since launching its electronic rupee retail pilot in December, which is probably about 8 months ago, India's central bank. So now we're talking about central banks. Central bank has been looking for ways to increase adoption among its citizens. So the Indian people, they ain't using the shit too much right now, okay? It says they only have 1.3 million users. India has a population of like 1.3 billion. Like almost nobody's using this electronic rupee. Probably because they think it's a roofie. All right, I'm gonna scroll down. Oh, we got a call. Hold on. Hello, Crypto Hawk here. Captain Caveman. I've been seeing that name coming up in the shows and stuff. Go ahead and type in Captain Caveman, hello Hulk, just so I can see her on the show. Oh yeah, it's a little tricky. There he is. Do you want me to put you on speaker now? Okay, he's on speaker.
All right. So, Hawkster, so in my life, I have seen many possibilities in investments, such as Google, Netflix, Walmart, but I never ever could pull the trigger. In all these cases, I did see the writing on the wall, but because I was able to listen to you, Hawkster, it was clear to me that the risk reward was worth the investment. Your deep dives enabled me to see the writing on the wall very clearly. So what I did was 2 years ago, I decided to invest in the X's. Instead of buying a new car, I decided to take that capital and put that capital in the X's. And I just want to really thank you for your encouragement and your knowledge that enabled me to do this.
Wow. That's very cool. That's why I make my channel. Like, I used to work in some form of investigations in law enforcement. I worked a lot in court systems. So I had to bring facts, okay? I had to have, most of my career is dealing with facts, evidence.
Well, and Hawkster, and that's what we have in common, because I too was in the military and in the correctional. In military, I was a military police officer, and I was also in corrections for my whole life. So I understood where you're coming from.
Okay.
And that connection really helped me to see it through.
Wow. Okay. So now we're just waiting to be rich. Honest, we're protecting what we got. We're not jumping into any kind of yield farming, NFTs, staking, none of that dumb fucking shit. We've got everything locked up, and we have to wait. And that's just, how it goes. Better to be waiting than late,
Yes. And also, and I followed many of your directions, and I also have obtained some silver, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So not only was I able to obtain the X's, I've been, slowly accumulating some silver. So that's my backup plan also.
Yeah, I was talking to two guys today. Went to a Mexican restaurant and about an hour and 20 minutes and talked crypto stuff. And they watch my show. They happen to live near me, and so I kind of know them. And
Right.
I was telling them, but you got to get gold or silver, one of the two at least, because then we started talking about quantum computer hacks. And if, God forbid, some kind of country, whether it's our own or a foreign country, has a quantum computer and hacks our ledger, the blockchain, I mean, then we're screwed. So, like, what I told them is you better have a backup plan in case something happens and somebody goes crazy with a quantum computer and goes to like Coinbase. Well, none of our shit's on Coinbase, but goes to like the blockchain and attempts to hack into it and start liquidating everybody's fucking crypto and shit and then reselling it on different exchanges. They could probably do all this shit in about 1 minute's time, or I don't know. So,
Well, it's more than that, Hawkster, because I feel that by having a backup plan with silver, and I also have a few weeks supplies of for my family to maintain eating and everything for a few weeks. When the black swan comes, I think it's most relevant to be able to make it through them few weeks and until they get the system back online.
yeah.
I believe this is going to happen, and so I'm preparing myself and taking steps for when this does happen, because our government is they're going to do something, and I just want to be able to go through the waters and make it through them few weeks until everything gets back online and we're filthy rich.
Right.
That's what I'm looking at.
What I've been telling you guys for years, what our government's going to do is they're going to allow a catastrophe to happen. We're going to go into emergency mode. At that point, the government now has got a green light to do anything they want. And at that point, that's when I say bank accounts or crypto accounts will get seized, accounts will get liquidated. If you have like one of those gold cards, I don't know, maybe all the governments are going to probably go back on a gold standard again. Maybe our government declares it's illegal to have gold. And guess what? If you got yours on one of those gold cards, it's fucking gone. All right? Just like they did before. They're going to do it again. So you got physical gold, right?
Oh, absolutely. Silver.
Okay.
I'm primarily on silver.
Silver. Smart move. So there you go. So just keep accumulating silver as your backup, and then keep that out of the banks and shit and hide it somewhere. And there you have it. But yeah, thanks for that call. It's pretty good.
And and one tidbit, like if you get silver from like one of these shops or something, as long as you get less than $600, you don't have to sign for shit. But if you get more than that, then you're going to have to sign some paperwork. But if you keep it under 600 at a time, you don't have to sign nothing.
Okay.
So I think it's important to not leave any paper trails or anything. Like you said, and I believe in what we've seen in the news in the last few years, you can't trust the government right now.
Got that right.
That's where I'm at.
All right, Captain Caveman, thanks for calling.
All right, thank you, Hawkster. I appreciate everything you do.
All righty, bye.
All right, out here. Good
call. Ollie Bug, keep cussing and having a no fucks given at. That's how you have to be in life. You got to be your own person, and you got to a point where maybe when you get older, maybe some people realize this right away when they're young, but just you get a point to where I'm just going to do what the fuck I want to do. And I don't need 300, 400, 500 friends, like in real life and shit. Like, who the fuck wants all that? What do people want? People are fucking bloodsuckers. All I do is want your fucking money. Or if you're popular, they're going to try to use you so they can get a position somewhere. Like, I'm tired of that dumb shit. So fuck it, My friends, the very few I have, know that if I like them, it's just because I like you as my friend. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I'm not trying to get nothing from nobody. I don't need anybody. I got my own fucking channel. Like I got my own money and this and that. My friends know if Crypto Hulk's my friend, then I'm his friend. He doesn't want a fucking thing from me. Like I retired years ago, so it's not like I'm trying to get a job at some law firm or what. I don't want a fucking job. It's like that. So okay, next. Oh, the phone number is 916-906-3095. Again, new people, if you have a question or whatever it might be, 916-906-3095. Let me go to the next article. Oh, we're still on India. That's right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Where it says CBDC UPI link. I read that, went through the first paragraph. Now I'm on the second. I'm going to skim pay it right now. Banks will make QR codes interoperable and link payments to CBDC wallets when available. So banks, listen to this. So there's going to, like in America, you'll have Bank of America will have QR codes and wallets. Okay. So I have Wells Fargo. So inside my existing, actually what they're probably going to do is just replace whatever phone app they got now into a more crypto type app. And then when you buy shit, you're just going to show a scan thing and it'll take care of all the stuff for you with crypto. We'll see how this works out, but they're kind of telling us right now roughly how it's going to work. Banks will make QR codes interoperable and link payments to central bank digital currency wallets when available. Last section is titled India's CBDC Motivations. Here we go. Aside from its domestic applications, India's central bank has also been looking at cross-border uses to reduce friction. That's XRP right there. When you start hearing cross-border shit, that's all. When you hear the word central bank and talking about crypto, and you're talking about cross-border payments, there's only one. That's the XRP ledger and XRP and Stellar, which is XLM. Okay, they start talking about India has recently announced a collaboration with who? The United Arab Emirates. Now that's massive right there. Let me look something up real quick here. Oh, I got to show you something. So here's an article. So I just read to you that India linked up with the United Arab Emirates, right? Okay. Let me show you. Hey, Ed Doxy, thanks for that donation there. Fantastic as always, Hulk. Thanks. Say hi to Hulk Jr. Oh, I will. He's going to hate my guy. He'll probably give me the middle finger because he hasn't been on my show for a long time. Look at this article right here. This is only 5 years old, right? United Arab Emirates. Oh my. We just talked about them. They have an exchange. And guess what? They partnered with Ripple. For what? Cross-border payments. Oh. This makes the United Arab Emirates Exchange the largest payment solutions provider in the Middle East. Oh, man. All right, let me go back to the Indian article again. And that'll be it for that particular article. Now I have a supportive article. Hold on a minute. This is from 3 years ago. It's from Ripple. The actual Ripple page. It's from the Ripple Insights. Here's the title: Policy Framework for Digital Assets in India. I'm sorry, what? You got to repeat that, Crypto Hulk. Policy Framework for Crypto in India. Legal framework for crypto in India. Wait a second, Crypto Hulk. The first thing we need is global crypto regulations, right? Yeah. They're talking about a policy framework. Of course, it's got to be legal. And they're trying to get crypto to be legal in India with legal framework. Let me scroll down here just for a second. It says here, the country's government and policymakers in India have the opportunity to foster responsible adoption of new crypto asset and blockchain technology by creating principles-based regulatory framework. Oh my God. Crypto Hulk, again, I have a question. What are the top 2 things we need to be rich? Global crypto regulation. What do we have here that they just said? Ripple is helping India make regulatory framework, principles-based regulatory framework. That's law. Ripple is helping 5 years ago, helping India have regulatory laws framework with crypto. They're partners. Right here. Today, in an effort to provide Indian lawmakers with similar recommendations, Ripple is releasing a policy paper. The paper is The Path Forward for Crypto in India. Oh my God. Yes. Five years ago, India's Supreme Court delivered a historic verdict, enabling millions of Indians to invest, buy, and sell crypto through their bank accounts. Did you hear that? That was 5 years ago. Now, let me tell you something I found out from exploring all this Ripple stuff for like the past 3.5 years. Just recently, within the past few months, I figured out that Ripple started off with Ripple Singapore, where they had a gold vault and a silver vault. I showed the short video today. They had commodities, they had securities, they had crypto and gold and silver, and all this stuff was interchanged and used. And then after 2 years, they shut it down. You know why they shut it down? Mission accomplished, okay? They have to test this. 5 years ago, we just got done reading this right here. 5 years ago, Ripple is in India. They're working as a team. Ripple works with the banks. People are buying and selling crypto through their bank accounts, and then they shut it down. Why? Mission accomplished, okay? Same fucking thing. Ripple will have these different partners all around the world, liquidity partners. They'll get them up and running, and they'll do this and that, and they'll shut them down because mission accomplished, okay? That's how Ripple's been doing this shit for the past 10 years at least. This will be the last article. It's a short article. It's kind of fun. And I got to look for tomorrow morning's show. I got to go to work after this. This article will be a quick article. The Department of Justice arrests a senior security engineer. Oh man, Crypto Hulk. Please tell us about this. There's a little bit of conspiracy in here. You're going to love this little article. The Department of Justice arrests a senior security engineer for stealing over $9 million in crypto. There is a senior security engineer. They won't mention his name. There's a reason for this, because they don't want you guys to find out what exchange it's from. And you know what? I'm going to tell you what exchange it's from. Now let's go with the article. Senior security engineer arrested for $9 million cryptocurrency fraud on a decentralized exchange. Well, what exchange was it, Crypto Hulk? How did this person do it? They exploited smart contract vulnerability to obtain inflated fees. So they manipulated the smart contract to steal people's shit. And when they bought something, instead of it being like maybe a 5-cent trade cost, they made it like 50 cents. So listen to this. A former security engineer was detained on Tuesday morning. It was yesterday in a connection with the first criminal case involving an assault on a smart contract maintained by a digital exchange. They're not telling us which one. Okay, here's the guy's name. Shakib Ahmed. Now, you might be able to look this one up. Shakeeb is his first name. Ahmed. A is an apple, H, M-E-D. He's 34. Do a little background check on this dude. And maybe look on a social media site like LinkedIn. This dude's name's probably in LinkedIn. He should be about 34 years old. So if he looks like he's 103, that's not the guy. Maybe somebody out there can do a search on LinkedIn for Mr. I'll copy the name and I'll put it in the live chat. Somebody look this dude up. I want to find out what exchange he works for, because the article doesn't want to tell us. So we'll do a little investigation on our own. I'm going to go back to the article. One of the moderators, let me know if somebody finds out what exchange this guy worked for last. Shakib Ahmed was charged with wire fraud and money laundering. See, that's how they get you. I've said over and over, when somebody gets busted for crypto-related stuff, they don't get busted for stealing crypto or whatever. They get busted when they do wire fraud, money laundering, because Crypto Hulk has told you for like, I don't know, maybe 3.5 years now, we have no crypto regulation, which means we have no crypto definition. And if you can't define legally what a crypto is, you can't get busted for stealing it, taking it, or whatever. It doesn't exist. Now, other channels don't have the mental capacity to understand this. So that's why I have to tell you. It says, in July 2022, Ahmed carried out an attack on the crypto exchange, again, not mentioning the name, by exploiting a vulnerability in one of the crypto exchange's smart contracts and inserting the fake pricing data to fraudulently cause that smart contract to generate approximately $9 million worth of inflated fees that Ahmed did not legitimately earn, which fees Ahmed was able to withdraw from the crypto exchange. According to the Department of Justice, the disputed digital exchange runs on the Solana blockchain. That's why I don't fuck with anything dealing with those 3x cryptos. I don't fuck with no Solana shit. None of this NFT based on Ethereum. I don't do a fucking thing. Ahmed reportedly took out tens of millions of dollars in flash loans, put them in the digital exchange's liquidity pool, withdrew the cash, and claimed a big percentage as fees. According to a copy of the indictment, he took out at least 21 flash loans. Now, once he did this, he realized he'd fucked up. So what he did is he called the exchange and basically said, you know how you guys are missing $9 million? Wait, hold on, we got a call. Hello, Crypto Hulk here. Hello. Able ambitions. Okay. Are you able to type on into the top chat at all? Okay, go ahead and just say hi, Hulk. We got Able Ambitions on the phone. Okay, I'll put you on speaker. Here we go.
Thanks.
We're live.
Hey, all, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Hey, cool. Hey, last time we talked, appreciate you taking my call again. We were talking about the difference between, the nuances between if something can be a security today and something else, commodity and things tomorrow, and the Reeves test and the Howey test and all that. And today I wanted to talk about, because we, to be here, I think we all have a little bit of a conspiratorial mind to a certain extent and question things, right? And I guess my question for you today, Hulk, is, and I guess so the audience can kind of think about this as well, and I'm sure a few cryptos will pop into mind, right? So let's just say, for a second that space does exist, okay, right? Remember that the United States has national security and needs to have supremacy in all areas, whether it be military superiority or monetary superiority. So if space is real, wouldn't we need to have the best stuff in space? And if we are going to be a spacefaring civilization, wouldn't we need money that would transact over long distances in a small settlement time?
I would think so, yes.
So I was just wondering what your feedback would be about that thought there. And when it comes to all these different three-letter agencies, isn't it obvious that all these little crypto companies, the big players, I should say, are just themselves part of the extension of the government?
There you go, jackpot. Well, I've been saying this shit for like a long time, all right? Is these other channels have no fucking idea. All they have an idea about is having a show for accredited investors and making a whole lot of money from sponsors, okay? On my channel, I focus on you guys and showing you exactly how Ripple is not a company. It's a three-letter agency pretending to be a company, okay? That's what we got, and that's what you're saying right there, too.
Yep.
All these cryptos that are good, we had a caller before who said a lot of these good crypto companies, they're all three-letter agencies as well.
Yep.
I totally believe that. I showed what no other person has. I was telling my two friends that today at the Mexican restaurant. I said, I showed you guys a website from Ripple from 2013 that showed the national, and I'm not going to say security and not going to say agency, as a partner. No other channels saw that, okay? Then they got the New York Fed. Then they got NASA, and that goes into just what you're saying right now. In 2013, I showed you the Ripple webpage where it showed all the employees' pictures, like 30, 40 people's pictures. And I showed you, it says, meet the team. You got Microsoft, Apple, Goldman Sachs, NASA, North Atlantic Space Administration. Seriously? Why the fuck are they linked up with Ripple? And that's because, like what you're talking about, they need to be able to send money through space.
Right.
And
how are we going to, if they got a civilization, a base on Mars, let's say, and one of your family members takes the ticket to go to the Mars base, you think it's going to be communism, or is it going to be capitalism, where they're going to have goods and services and stuff being transferred from here to Mars? How's it going to work other than crypto and blockchain? Think about it.
You know, I think that there's a lot more out there than what we know. Now we're kind of getting a little bit off the subject, but it's fine. But from what I've believed for the longest time that UFOs that we see or hear about, or whatever, it's nuclear-powered military spacecraft. Now, there's probably also some real aliens from another world or something. But what I believe is that in the future, you can go from the United States to Mars maybe in about 3 hours, okay, on a nuclear-powered spacecraft. So it's not going to take like 3 months and shit, or 6 months or a year to get. That's not going to happen. They got some kind of nuclear-powered spacecraft where you take off and then boom, it's like Star Trek. You just boom, go into warp 10 and you're flying along at like, I don't know, 100,000 miles an hour or something, or whatever it is, 200,000 miles an hour. And you end up in Mars maybe in 45 minutes. I have no idea. And then the problem with building up Mars, the cost factor of taking stuff in the air is like, I don't know if it's like $1 million a pound or $10,000 a pound. Well, all that's going to change. We got you got an atomic powered, a nuclear powered spacecraft. You can load that sucker up with a lot of weight and then boom, take off. So that's how they're going to keep the cost down on building up Mars and getting all the machines and shit there and stuff. But yeah, just for what you're talking about, we open up, start thinking about space and going to other planets and colonies. We could mine for elements. They could create an atmosphere in Mars. Look, aren't they already messing with the atmosphere in the United States? I mean, the whole world, right? They're creating tornadoes. They're creating hurricanes. They can do shit to where they put something around the earth to block the sun from coming in. Like, so if we can do that here, we can go on Mars and create an atmosphere in a world there, you know?
Yeah, I guess to bring this all the way back and to leave you on this, Hulk, is that, if that's going to be the case, I believe that they're not just going to just let anybody be going back and forth. There's going to be a breakaway civilization where you're going to be in the special club because you either made it or you didn't, and you either got shaken out or you had strong hands, whatever. Ultimately, you pointed at this. I think that XRP is going to be declared as supranational currency, and then Ripple is going to get a slap on the wrist, but they're going to lose because in the early days they did use it as a security, and that's my opinion. And I think you've talked about that a couple of times, and I applaud you for that.
Okay, thanks for calling, and I'll make some comments about what you said after you hang up.
Thanks, Hulk. Have a great one. Appreciate you taking my call.
Sure thing. I'll talk to you again. Bye. Okay. So what he was saying, I want to put what he was talking about. I do believe, I've shown the evidence. It's not what I believe. Who the fuck cares what I believe? I've shown the evidence already within the past week. I've had a lot of XRP fans that don't know because they don't watch my channel. So on different social media, when I post, I'm showing how Ripple is giving dividends out and doing all these things with the XRP itself, incentivizing people to work to get the XRP price to go up. That's a security. Now, my own opinion is this, and I gave this this illustration maybe a couple years back. Think of a baby. Now, the fetus, the minute a fetus is in a woman's stomach, and that's a biological female, that baby's dependent on the mother for food and nutrition and stuff like that, right? that baby is a human being, but we call it a baby. But it's a human being. That's why if you do a hit and run and you kill a pregnant woman, you get charged for 2 murders. I don't want to get into the abortion debate or whatever, but you got 2 separate people. It's not a woman's body. You got 2 fucking bodies in there. But that'll be for another show, but not my show. So you got 2 separate human beings within one body, okay? Now, imagine the XRP in 2013. It's a baby. And the baby is dependent on the mother, which is Ripple. Starting to see my point? Now, they're both human beings, but that little baby XRP, we'll call the little baby XRP. Little baby XRP is required on the mom whose first name is Ripple. And as the mom starts to build the home and build the world around the baby, the baby matures. And then eventually the baby becomes a teenager and then just somehow knows everything, right? You know how teenagers get. Yeah, I know. I'm 13, man. I'm a big fucking shot now. So at one point, Ripple was, let's just say, pimping out the XRP. Kind of not a good term to use, but hey, it works. And Ripple was kind of pimping out the baby all around the world and stuff and building liquidity. And it got to a point, and I don't know what year that was, but it got to a point where the baby is not dependent on, hold on, I got a call. Crypto Hulk here. Yeah, Rodney's on the phone. He's going to type in on the chat. Rodney. Okay. Hi, Rodney. What's on your mind?
All right, so I just had a question coming from my young brain, man, and basically all it is with this Fed now coming out and everything starting to evolve and change, right? How important do you think credit utilization will be in a time where they're trying to limit our money, like you know how you see in Europe, how you simply talk about how in Europe they only can take out $1,000 or else they're on the gray area. You know what I mean? Just like simple stuff like that. So I'm just wondering, how important do you think like credit would be? Would that still be a thing? That's probably my first question.
Okay, so hold on now. So explain that to me in a different way.
Okay, so basically all I'm asking is, how important do you think it would be to still keep up with credit and the nuances of like having a credit card and you utilizing it the right way and stuff, and with FedNow coming in out of nowhere, and you know how in Europe they can only do that $1,000 in cash. Like, how important do you think utilizing credit will be in times that's coming up?
Well, this is stuff that I haven't really seen too much in the news that I look up. This is more maybe a finance specific question with crypto.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself knowledgeable enough to really have a discussion with you on this because I don't study that at all.
Okay, and I completely understand that. Well, maybe if you have time, could I just do one more question?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so this is basically what I just had on my mind as well. How important do you think DeFi will be coming up in the upcoming years? Because me, as someone that's already doing DeFi, how long or could you estimate it would be to like other people to adapt to doing DeFi on a daily basis? Like, if you could just estimate, like, how long do you really think it would take for everybody to adopt it? You know what I mean? After the worldwide regulations and everything.
Well, now I just did a show the other day on DeFi and smart contracts, and it was an article where governments are now wanting their banks to get set for DeFi because they said it will be lending, leasing, all these kinds of things. The article
Exactly.
talked about that DeFi. See, crypto's great, but it needs a smart contract. And smart contract's good, but you got to have a purpose. So that's where a DeFi would come in and end up being like a bank killer in a way, because you're not going to have a
Right.
centralized bank like a Wells Fargo. You're going to have a group, like an autonomous kind of a group of people, God knows where they're located, in a thing called DeFi pool or whatever it might be. And these people got nodes, and there might be some nodes in there and stuff, with the smart contracts and all that. And there's got to be some kind of person, but I guess nowadays you got artificial intelligence, so we could probably now starting to get kind of
Yeah.
scary. But you could replace people as nodes and just put in a bunch of AI in there.
Yeah, so people are going to be losing their jobs too. That's crazy. All right, well, I appreciate your time, Hulk. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I'm down to watch the stream or whatever. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me give a call in. I appreciate your time, brother.
All right, Rodney. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later, man.
Bye. All right. So back to Ripple, and I'll end it with that. So the baby eventually grows up. It's a full adult. It doesn't need the mother anymore. Okay. So Ripple, in some circumstances, utilized. Now listen to this. I'm going to say Ripple was using XRP and selling it as a security, promoting it. I showed you already how they're like, use this Ripple and do this promotion. And this month we'll give you 500 XRP. And so Ripple had these partners all over the world. And I want to say this was before 2015. Okay. In my opinion, Ripple became the adult at the 2015 Ripple settlement agreement with the Treasury, United States Attorney's Office, FinCEN, which are the FinCEN police, and the Department of Justice. Ripple became a money service business in 2015 officially, and then Ripple's XRP became known as electronic money in 2015. In Crypto Hawk's opinion, I've gone over the Ripple's 2015 settlement agreement where we read off the court document, okay, what they found. I've only done that about 4 or 5 times on the show over the course of, 2-3 years. So at that point, this is Crypto Hawk's judgment. In 2015, Ripple became an adult, okay? Why? Because I already explained. They went through court. The government determined Ripple was a money service business and that the XRP was electronic money. And the court said Ripple was buying, selling, incentivizing this and that, and that's A-OK. Did you hear that? 2015 settlement agreement. The judge and the government finds that it's okay that Ripple's buying and selling and incentivizing and utilizing the XRP to get done what it's doing. Why? Because, Ripple's a money service business and the XRP is money. Got it? So the other channels have no fucking clue about any of this shit, and it's really, truly sad. But that's why you're here, so I can explain this to you. So this court case that we have now is fake. Just like Ripple, the company, is fake. It's a government agency. It's not a fucking company. I don't care if it goes on the stock market. It's still fake, according to me. All right? Because I just went over the court document right now with you. Go back to my show. Watch. I've done the show like 4 times. Quintarelli Valpo. Thanks for your donation to the channel. Seems to me that Flare is what the big banks will use for institutional DeFi and lending protocols. Now, Flare I have not studied at all. There's a guy named Mickey B. Fresh out there that focuses on Flare. So if you want to learn more about Flare, I'd highly recommend his show. Like, I think he mainly just does Flare, so he's like the expert on that shit. He's a pretty fucking smart guy too. I don't have any study time put in on Flare, and I wouldn't, because that's Mickey's main 100% deal. So I'm not trying to waste my time when I can just listen to his show and he'll tell me everything I need to know. So if you want to go learn about Flare, go see his show. I really can't comment about Flare. I can tell you about Codius and how Codius will be running DeFi. Like, Codius is like the brains. I've gone over Codius probably 2 to 3 times on this show, but Codius is like the god of everything crypto, Web3, Web4, everything. Codius is like the brains of like the universe of crypto with smart contracts. They'll be incorporating artificial intelligence into that. That's the main, like, Ethereum has smart contracts, great. Smart contracts need oracles. But guess what? Codius has got the smart oracles. Nobody's got that. Then you got Codius has Google's native client. Okay. And that's in a sandbox. It's trusted code in a sandbox, utilizing smart oracles. I mean, there's nothing more than that. That's the best you can get. Some people say that Flare is Codius in disguise. I'm not going to get into that because I don't know enough about Flare. That's why I can't say nothing. I don't know about anything really about Flare. I've studied Codius. I've done 4 shows. Each of them lasts about an hour. So I've done at least 4 or 5 hours of shows on Codius and broke it down and to its parts and stuff. But it'll do a lot. Codius will be doing the law. It'll be dealing with the court system, voting, smart contracts. So the Codius is like the brains. And I'm going to kind of leave that. I don't like to speculate on stuff I haven't studied. So I can't talk about Flare whatsoever. I think that's going to be it. That'll be oh shit, we're at an hour and a half. Ooh boy. Uh-oh. I think I'll wrap it up at this point. XRP Fanatic. I'm joining when I get paid. Is this live? Well, I sure hope it's live, or we're doing a pretty good imitation of it, aren't we? Yes, sir, we are live. He's asking, is it live? Gotta love it. All right, this Crypto Hulk. I gotta go. I gotta study for tomorrow's show. I gotta see if I can put together some bullshit for the morning, so for you guys to believe some lies and stuff. And yeah, The Walking Dead. I'm actually impersonating. I'm a clone of Crypto Hulk, just to let you know. And other than that, I will see you at my next show.